there. I got a request to do a tutorial for a Strangleproof ruck. So I'm going to do that right now. It's a ruck, so I'm going to start the baby centered. And I'm going to use my demo doll because my toddler is busy playing. Okay, so I'm going to Superman toss her onto my back. And then I use this forearm on her chest and belly area to kind of lean her against it, so I'm not putting too much pressure on her arms and her shoulders. And keep one hand on your baby until you have the top rail secure. Okay, and then the top rail is what keeps your baby safe. So I could stand up straight and she's not going to fall because the top rail is secure. And I'm going to secure that in my teeth while I make her seat. Okay. I'm going to check her seat. It's pretty good. Move her arm down. Okay. So she's high because this is a ruck. We want her shoulders even with mine. So the way to keep her, we'll get her high, first of all, is to put her high. And you can always, if she's low, kind of bounce and pull up at this point until you have her where you want her. And then the key is to strand by strand tighten and make sure that there is no slack anywhere that she can sink into. It should be lowering. So this one's strand by strand tightened. I lost her seat on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that because that does happen. Always making sure that top rail is secure. And I used my teeth that time. And then I kind of just pushed up on her foot while I brought this bottom rail up into her knee and kind of hiked her knee up from there. Okay, so the Strangleproof ruck, you can do this a couple of ways, and then I'll show some fancy finish variations. Okay, so the basic way is to just go across your chest like this. Some people find this a little uncomfortable right here. The Strangleproof finish at the end should fix that, but you can also flip the rails and usually do it like this, where you bring the bottom rail over the top. I can't read to you right now, honey. And then do that so you kind of have a capsule. I can't read to you right now. Piper, can you help read to your brother? Okay. I'm not going to do that because I find when you do the cap sleeve, it's a little restrictive on your arm movement. So I'm gonna keep it like this. It's up to your preference. And then, unlike a regular ruck that goes down this way, we're gonna go under her leg on this side.
You go on that?
Normally we would go over the leg and then under the leg. I'm gonna go under. And then over. And for right now, I'm gonna keep this on top of my shoulder because I find it holds that seat better when I keep this up here for now.
Don't do that.
So I'm gonna pin that between my knees and then I'm gonna switch sides.
No. Ah! Here.
Waist strand by strand tighten. See if Austin
Okay, that's ready.
slack anywhere or gain any slack anywhere.
Very, very bunny. She wants to make a noise. but
Can
she
you go do
won't.
that in the other room? Or no? Just because I'm making a tutorial.
Aspen.
Okay.
Very
So again,
bunny.
I'm gonna go over the chest. And I'm gonna go under. And then I'm gonna swing upwards to go over that leg. Make sure you're pinning the fabric of that seat. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to get this Strangleproof. And I'm going to bring this down now. And go over. And then under. That's a knotless tuck. And you go over and under. Spread it out a little bit so it's not diggy. There we go. I'm going to do the same on this side. That under. And this arm stayed up, so I'm just going to leave it there. Just making sure it's not twisted in the tuck. If it's twisted, it's more likely to be diggy. So that is done. That's your Strangleproof ruck. She's very little, so it's very hard to keep that pinned on her seat. It's not working at all because she's too high for how little she is. I think a Strangleproof ruck should probably be for a little bit bigger of a baby, but this is a newborn size baby. So the problem is my armpit is restricting the height of this bunged pass, and I have her perfectly high for her size in terms of her shoulders are even with mine, but that means her bum is higher than my armpit. So this kind of ruck doesn't really work for a newborn. It works just fine for, 3, 4, 5 month old. With this size, you would do probably a ruck with a candy cane chest belt because that's easier to get up high. That tiny little bum. So That's imperfect back there because she's too small. But for the finishes, you can, so you could leave it like this. This is great, and I think it looks nice. Another way is to kind of make this a Celtic knot finish by just kind of arrange it by strand, gathering it, and then you can twist that once, and then bring it behind you and tie it behind you. You only need a half knot because this knotless tuck is holding it secure. So this is just for fanciness, not for security. So that's nice. You can also put a ring there. Okay. Medium size ring. And this is just for fanciness. It's not doing anything for the carry, but it looks nice.
Uh-oh, now look what you did. Want to do it?
Again, you can tie it behind you, just like that. And that's the brain fart Celtic knot finishes. And then I really like making this carry into a bit of a dress by tucking underneath these chest passes here and spreading it out. Under that chest pass.
Okay, be here soon. Now the red one. Let's try it. The kids don't have to do ours in the morning. Where's baby's eyes?
So yeah, I'm just tucking that under, spreading it out, and then you kind of keep it in the center, or you can keep it completely spread out, and it kind of looks like a dress. And I really like this finish for the Strangleproof ruck. So, and it feels really good. It's a great carry for an infant, probably not newborn, but infant. And it's a great carry to experiment with after you've mastered the ruck tight in front and the ruck with the candy cane chest belt. Those are probably the first two carries you should learn. And then this is a great one to do next because it's essentially the same, only you go across your chest, and it gives you more fancy options. I hope that helps. I always take requests. If anybody wants to see any other tutorials, I'm happy to do them. Thank you.